Alright everyone, today we are doing part 3 of electron configurations. This will be the final thing we learn about electron configurations. So let's start with a little review here. We're going to compare the electron configurations of neon and sodium. So remember, before we can find it on the periodic table. Okay, so I see that neon has 10 electrons while sodium has 11, and you can remember the different orbitals. So we have sp and d orbitals here. So I'll start with right here, 1s2. That takes me to helium. After that is 2s2. That gets me through here, and then after that, I'm going to go all the way to 2p, right, second energy level, p orbital, and I can put the last 6 electrons there. All right, if I do sodium, it's going to be very similar. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, that'll get me all the way up to neon, and then I have one more electron, which is going to go in the 3s1. So as you can see, they're very similar electron configurations, right? We've got these first 10 electrons are the same as these first 10 electrons. So today I'm going to show you that there's an easier way, a way we can shorten this. And so these 10 electrons, we're just going to shorten that to this. I'm going to put neon in brackets and then 3s1. So what this neon bracket symbol represents is these 10 electrons here. Okay? And so that's what is called noble gas configuration, or shorthand notation. Alright, so how do we do this? You want to take the noble gas that comes before. So what are noble gases, you might ask? Noble gases are all the elements here. They're all the elements in the last column of the periodic table, group 18. And then we're going to put that symbol in brackets. The brackets represent the electron configuration for that noble gas. So you simply start counting after the noble gas. So here, again, here are my energy levels. So if I'm doing sodium, right here, I want to find the noble gas that comes before. So how do I do that? I go up one row and then all the way across to the very end. And what we're left with is neon. So I start for sodium. I would start and put neon. And then it counts all the way up to there. So if you're using your sp and d orbitals, then we can just start after that. And so after the neon, it's simply 3, and then we've got our s block and 1 electron to get to sodium. And that's how we do that. Let's do a couple examples and practice this. So here we've got calcium. Okay, so you want to find calcium, and then I'm going to ask you, which noble gas should we be putting in brackets here? What do you think? So again, we want to go up 1 and then all the way across. So it turns out we're going to use argon. Okay? And then after that, we just have to count whatever comes after argon is here. So this is the 4th energy level. I'm still in my s block here. So 4s2. And that's it. Let's try another example. What if we are actually looking at a noble gas? So you might think, oh, I can just do this. Put krypton in brackets, and that would be the correct answer. You would be wrong. That is not the correct answer. So same thing. We still want to look at the noble gas that comes before. So in this case, what is the noble gas that comes before? Still argon. And then, again, by doing that, we're basically saying we've already counted all of these electrons that came before. Now we just have to count the next row, which would be here. So the next row will start as 4, because it's the 4th energy level, or 4th row, S2. So that gets me here. And then next is going to be my D block, so it's 3D10. And that'll get me all the way through here. And then lastly, I've got my 4p block, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons that need to go there. Okay, and that is our final electron configuration for krypton. And we'll do one last example, molybdenum. Okay, so step by step here. First, you want to find molybdenum. Found that guy. Next, you want to ask yourself, what noble gas am I going to use in brackets here? So again, we always go up one row and then all the way across, and we will use krypton. Okay, so everything up to krypton I don't have to worry about. I basically counted all those electrons already. All of that is represented in my symbol here. Okay, so now we just start with whatever comes after krypton. And so what comes after krypton? 5s2 is correct. And what would come after that? 4d, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4d4. And that's how you do the shorthand or noble gas configuration. Make sure you work on the practice worksheet that I posted. Again, here are these steps if you want to follow along. You want to take the noble gas that comes before, put that symbol in brackets, and then you're going to start counting from over here after that. Okay, so if you used argon, what comes after argon is the 4th row. You would start counting at 4s. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me.